Hi everyone, I'm Michelangelo. I think I have to work on my frame. Um, Visa Run Edition, 3 days Visa Run Edition. Probably last Panama, Costa Rica Visa Run Edition. Um, this is the continuation, episode 521, written on Wednesday, October 6, 2021. Today is, I believe, what day? April 25, 2024, 2.5 years, a bit more than that. Interesting synchronicity. This is a big deal. I have a pretty huge gut feeling that the moment I purchased my first piece of land, something marvelously usual crack open inside of me, and I really might purchase several more. Somehow, having had my dream of developing the land where I am living on now stripped from me very abruptly, has lit a fire within me. I feel like now there is a new sense of urgency and confidence that has come to the surface. Interesting, because about a week ago something happened, something switched in this process, this new process of purchase, that gave me also a similar sense of urgency and even confidence, I would say. So again, really, really parallel surface. It was always inside of me. Now it has moved to the forefront and it feels good. A bit scary, but it feels like it is about time. It's happening. If I can pull this through, something huge will unfold. This is really freakishly, in an amazing way, word for word, what I'm feeling and what I'm literally experiencing and going through right now. It's pretty, if I can pull this through, like these are words that I've said, I think, in the last couple of days. If I can pull this through, which I will, something huge will unfold, and so it will, even explode open. I know I feel it, and I would like to say thank you. Thank you for taking care of me with so much grace and flow. Thank you. Yesterday, on the first day that I started looking for a new place to move to, I not only manifested a real possibility for renting a place, but also a real possibility to purchase the place right beside it. Then on the same day, I pulled off what felt like a rather intimate but very powerfully connected Bhakti potluck. We were less people than the previous 3 weeks, about 13 instead of 25. But it felt stronger, more connected, more vulnerable, more honest, and deeper, and ultimately more supportive. Two spontaneous rituals emerged. I felt like it was exactly what I needed, and I feel confident that also most also felt the same. I introduced Navratri, which we are now officially in. Wow, so this was Navratri when I was writing it. Interesting. As of the last couple of hours, I acknowledge and honor that we are on night 1 of 9 dedicated to surrendering to Divine Mother Durga in all her incarnations. I honor all her faces, all her moods, and all of her completely and in differentiated form. And here and now, I would like to reiterate here what I released last night in the circle in my beloved Sangha that allowed me the possibility to voice this out loud. I am grateful that I released my discomfort with accumulating money, and even more specifically with purchasing land. I acknowledge that this disgrace that surrounds this process, the disgrace that surrounds this process is not my own. The disrespect and misalignment is not mine. And so I released the consequences that I have imposed upon myself by rejecting more than I need to, just so that I not at all partake with what feels like a nonsensical concept. How can anyone own land or own anything at all for that matter? And so I release my resistance. It is in going through the conventional mainstream process of buying land that empowers me to help bring it back to its right place and right state of nature, respect, and equilibrium. And so I do the same with money in general, so that I can purchase land, and so I can use it as a tool and a means that allows me to better align with my purpose of stewarding land and helping others to learn that we could never own anything, and that meanwhile it is in giving more than we take that we receive more than we give. It is in being of service that we are serviced and granted more than we could ever conceive. For we really are eternal and infinite beings, pretending to be limited and separate. The more money I have, the more I can help inspire others to remember this universal truth that is each of us individually and collectively. I am free, and by owning land, I can much more collaborate and share with others places of worship, experiences of oneness, and rememberings of you, capital Y, or all caps for that matter. I am honored for what this new awareness and thus new opening will bring me. I trust. I almost can't believe how quickly, how gracefully, how smoothly this drastic transition is happening for me. I can hardly believe that only 2 days after the sudden and drastic, almost traumatic close of one big chapter, I already have pretty much secured a place that I can move to, and even more insanely magical, I have been granted the big possibility of purchasing land a mere less than 100 meters from my favorite beach on this marvelous planet. When the going gets tough, I trust. I witness, and I watch how magical God really is. Thank you, Blue God. Thank you, Amma. Thank you, Durga. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you, one and all. I am still a bit scared and even a tiny bit anxious, but I am transfixed and marveled. Thank you also with how smoothly the acquisition of my car is happening. I made my second of 4 payments. I started learning how to drive stick shift, and it felt very doable. Meanwhile, I have several friends who are driving me around, and one friend who repaired my window and nearly already repaired the problem of the misfiring. I feel like it's all happening simultaneously with grace, like a dance that is coordinated by you, Divine Lord of the multiverse. And I am simultaneously the witness and the one benefiting from perfect lessons of systematic expansions that are exactly what I need so that I can entirely be while growing into being a bit more with every experience. As I observe and experience at the same time, it reminds me why being of service is what always feels like the most important thing for me. For it is in being of service that I can do my part to help others experience the magic and wonder that I am so grateful and feel so privileged to be experienced without even much effort at all. So privileged to experience without even much effort at all. How blessed I am. I am so blessed. I feel so blessed. My mission is to help everyone feel the blessings that I feel. Thank you. Ironically, no words can describe how I really feel, and yet I will keep writing and I will keep recording. Thank you. I will be right here by your feet forever. Om I am you are me namaha. I'll see you in episode 522.